Hey, what's up, folks? Jerome back again. Want to do a little bit of a progress update. Today is day 458, believe it or not. Playing guitar. A little over 15 months, still not have missed today. When I say that to a few folks, I get a few eyebrows raised. How can I possibly have played 458 days straight? It's just, I did it. I have no idea why. Does it really matter though? Am I getting better? Arguably. I feel like I'm getting better, even though feel like I'm getting better, but still, progress is slow. Um, so that little song there, I did an open mic at the Ship Pub last Monday. It was my second open mic. Before the week before that, I did an open mic and I played. That kind of a chord progression. I won't say the names of the songs because YouTube's a little finicky. So I played. So 2 weeks ago I played that with another guy who sang, and then I played this one last Monday. I played that one last Monday and sang, and I actually played both and sang last Monday. As my first ever open mic night singing. It went alright. I was not great at all, as you would. I was nervous, so I was dropping. My pick was sliding down on my fingers. I was using this kind of a pick on an acoustic guitar, like a gel type, Jim Dunlop. It was slipping on my fingers. I was missing a chord, so I was playing something like. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go, but I was actually playing. I jumped right to the wrong chord. My vocals were out of sync. So there's a lot of things that I did wrong that I know I did wrong, but everybody said I did great. So I know they're just being polite. Come on, I've been playing for a year. I have no ability to sing. But nobody is willing to say that at open mic nights. So everybody's being polite. So the takeaway from the open mic night was there's a few things I need to work on. I need a few more songs to learn. I need to be more confident. And I need to work on the vocals. There's a few things that stood out in my mind. But nobody was willing to say. But it was a good experience for me. I've never done it before, so it was good. So, I mean, 458 days in. Anyway, so I got that pretty much done. I got that one beaten to death. So I want to give a bit of an update now. Bit of an update. A bunch of stuff is going on. So I played open mic for the first time ever in 15 months. So that's a little bit of progress. It went surprisingly well. Nobody told me to stop. So I guess that's the good takeaway. So that must mean I'm doing something right. I need a little bit more work. What else going on? Right. Ordered a new guitar. So I've got Telly, and I've got 2 acoustics. And I just ordered an Epiphone ES339 Pelham Blue from Long McQuaid. I'm a little bit excited to get it. Semi-hollow body. It kind of looks like the Dave Grohl ES335. It's a slimmed down version of the 335. It's 339. Semi-hollow body, but the Pelham Blue is what put me over the top. Everybody's got the cherry and the sunburst, the starburst. So I'll get it in a couple weeks. Long McQuaid was out of stock. You're going to get back in stock. Yeah, but it's the Epiphone ES339 Pelham Blue, the Dave Grohl. So I'm going to learn some Foo Fighters. What else going on? Did the open mic. Ordered a new guitar. Just for the fun of it, I brought my acoustic guitar into work today. I played the same songs that I played at open mic. And I played a few more that I don't know fully that are in flight. Say something like. That kind of stuff. So before I did the open mic last Monday past. So the weekend before that, first time ever, took my acoustic guitar to my parents' house and played for a bit in front of I don't know, it was probably half a dozen people. Again, the same the same songs that I've been learning. GC&D all day. There's surprisingly how many songs play with GC&D. So I went over there and I played a couple the songs that I knew, and it went surprisingly well. My uncle was there and he plays a little bit, and my dad was playing Newfoundland music. That's pretty. There's not a whole lot of tab on the internet for. So we can't just go look it up. So my uncle was like, well, people were saying, can you play this song? Can you play this song? I guess they don't really know how much work goes into actually learning a song. But it was a good exercise trying to figure out the chords. So me and my uncle will sit down and just say, is it GCD? Is it CFG? By the time we figured it, the song would be over and be on to the next one. But it's a little bit of good practice. He had a better ear than I did, but that's something that I don't really particularly do, but it's good to learn it by ear. So it's a little bit of ear training. Oh, and so we'll get into this one. So I started revisiting. I watched a video by Rick Beato, and he was talking about how to learn the notes on the neck. And now this is something that I'm currently doing. So say. So learning the five. So I've been learning the 5 positions of the minor pentatonic and the 5 positions of the major scale. And what Rick Beato was saying was how he learned the neck was playing both in position, in every position, and he was only doing the major scale. And then ascending will play the major scale, but in descending we'll play the pentatonic. Hold on. Right. So playing the pentatonic playing the major scale ascending, and then the pentatonic, the major pentatonic descending in all 5 positions. So we'll say there's there. So that was G major scale, the G major and G major pentatonic across the neck. But that's the point. Play it in every key and being able to do it. So that's good practice. Play the major scale ascending, and then play the minor, the pentatonic scale descending across all the 5 different patterns. So I thought that was a good way of learning the notes and then making sure that you're starting on the root note. Well, I haven't gotten there yet, but that's the new practice routine for learning the notes on the neck. And I was leading into, I guess the next one to talk about is before we get into what I was going to talk about next, I just had my guitar put in for setup. So I've got the Diodario NYXL strings put on. They're about $15 Canadian for. I don't know if you can see them. D'Addario NYXLs. I was normally going to put on it the XL 110s, the D'Addario 110s. Basically 1046s. But I, for the sake of it, I wanted to try these new strings. I don't really know yet if they're... They feel a little bit better, but I don't know if they're any better than the normal, just D'Addario XLs instead of the New York steel versions. We'll see how that goes. Right, so back to where I was talking about before I got into this. We're talking about learning the major scale, minor scale. Feeding into that is a couple of new books I got. Now, granted, I'm nowhere near speech. I'm still very much a beginner, but Speed Strategies for Guitar this one is a fairly good book. Talks about how to hold a pick, how to use a pick at speed. A lot of practice routines in this book. I'm nowhere near this skill level, but I want to start this kind of stuff now. So just to get my fingers down, and I bought two Mel Bay books by Tim and Quinn. Fluid. One is Fluid Soloing, one is Fluid Pentatonics. Really good books. Highly recommend. So what I want to be able to do, so I can see if I can show you what I want to do. So you've seen this. Or something like, yeah. Something like that. So I know a few licks, but being able to play it up and down the neck. So the only thing that I know how to play up and down the neck is the extended pentatonic scale. Yeah. Nah. So that's the only note. So that extended pattern of the pentatonic scale, moving that up. That's the only lick I know. Well, I can't really call it a lick. It's the pentatonic scale, up and down the neck. So I wanted the one thing that I wanted to learn was how to play something like this, but move it across the neck. That's one of the things I wanted to learn. So hopefully, once I start practicing that, there's a lot of licks in that book that I think will get me there. What do we got next? Oh, so one thing that I was practicing in my guitar lessons was 12-bar blues. Say something like. Something like that. No matter what chord progression, and then we're working on being able to solo over the top. So play something in, say, E minor. Or so say something like... something like that. And so the idea was that we would do a 12-bar blues, whatever 12-bar blues we want, and be able to solo over the top. So I ordered from Amazon. I ordered something called the Rowan Tiny Looper. I wanted a simple looper that I could just record some simple chord progression. So say something like. Not really 12-bar blues, but you get the point. So some 1-4-5 chord progression. That wasn't 1-4-5, but 1-4-5 chord progression, and then be able to solo over the top. So I wanted a basic looper that would do that. The Rowan looper. I bought that off Amazon because the reviews were good, and it was $50 Canadian, and I was highly disappointed. Fit and finish were great. It had a metallic case. It looked great. It was like a Ditto looper. It was $50. But after you'd hit the button to stop it, there would be a 2 to 3 second pause in the actual. So when it was looping, there would be like a 2 second delay with no sound at all. So it was pretty useless as a looper, even though I wanted it to work. So I had to send that back. So I'm out. I'm looperless. I'm looperless, but I bought that, and I honestly, they're about the same. So the looper that I would buy is the Ditto or the Boss RC1. They're both about 130 Canadian. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend, so I haven't bought a looper yet. I was hoping that Rowan would work out, but it didn't. It was more than I wanted to spend. So another thing that I just ordered Friday. Was a decent set of headphones. I bought an MPOW H7 Bluetooth headphones. So what I wanted to be able to do, my singing voice is not great. So what I wanted to do is record myself and listen to myself in real time. So I just installed GarageBand. So I'm going to get a decent set of headphones that I could listen to myself sing, so I could hear how horrible I am, like everybody else hears. Hopefully, using that to improve my singing. So that's really what the motivation for that. And then I also got a decent good set of Bluetooth headphones. A few more. You've seen these before. I'm pretty sure. Somebody at work gave me this book, Guitar Expressway to Classic Rock. It has a bunch of classic rock songs like Stairway to Heaven or Layla or some Pink Floyd, and it has a tab for it. So I recently started going through this and started to learn some. I think I started with a Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. So I found that one a pretty good book. Hold on, let's see how that one goes. Yeah, so that's basically what I took away from that one. There's this speed mechanics for lead guitar. Haven't dug too much in that one yet. It's good. At some point, I'm going to dig into that one a little bit more once I get a little bit more. Once I get the fingers moving a little bit quicker. Intervals. So this one, I'm still working through this one. Intervals for guitar. Interval studies and lead guitar techniques. That's another one that I'm slowly working through. I'm probably on page 24 out of... I'm about a third of the way through this book. 24 about 75. Guitar fretboard workbook. Highly recommend. I've gone through this one. I can't recommend this one good enough for somebody who wants to learn the notes in the neck. It takes a lot of study to get it done, so I got a lot more work to do to actually implement all the things in this book. It's a good book. And last but not least, the one by Mick Goodrick, The Advancing Guitarist. There's enough material in this book to last several lifetimes. I'm on the first chapter. I'm on up to page 13, I guess. And I really haven't even so there's literally 9. I'm in the first 2 or 3 pages of this book, and it puts a new light on how to actually learn guitar. And there's a lot of material in this book. The very first thing they talk about is learning. Everybody learns the major scale across the neck. But what he's talking about is to learn the major scale across one string. Anyway, I won't bore you with that. But, yeah, so that's pretty much... How long is this? This is already... it's 30 minutes. It's a little bit longer. So, to recap, day 458, 15 months. I started May 8th, 2018. I've played every day since. I am... How would I say rate my progress? I'm okay with my progress. I've done 2 open mics. I can bring my guitar to work. I can bring my guitar. I've brought my guitar to my family's house, sang, and I did it. I haven't sang at work, but I've sang at open mics. So, and I know a couple of songs, and I got a few in the hopper that I'm working on. You're like, or even. There's a few songs like that I like to just pull out, but I don't know. I can't play them and sing at the same songs. So that's the couple of things I need to learn. I know about 2 songs well enough to be able to play and sing it simultaneously. That I obviously need to work on the singing and the timing and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a few songs that I know the rhythm to that I don't know the lyrics to, so I need to learn that. Dig more into that, and obviously there's some lead guitar stuff that I haven't been able to move up and down the neck, solo across the neck. Is something that I'm working on. That's going to be another while before I can even pull that out at open mic night. I'm not confident enough to pull out something like or some blues type solo, even to work that into some type of chord progression. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh! So one thing, I was looking up, I forget what song it was, but I heard the B minor to A. So that B minor to A, I forget what song it was. But there's something about these. Is it me? There's a beauty to this. Don't mind my horrible playing, but that B minor. For some reason, I'm gravitating towards that. It's not it's not chords I typically play at B minor to A. It's not something that comes up in the songs that I play. But there's something about how they fit together. So anyway, roughly 15 months in, I'm having a lot of fun doing open mic nights, playing for family, bringing my guitar to work. It's it's a little bit obsessive, like the stack of books, just to show you some of them. So we got these three, we got this, and we got this. Oh, right, easy guitar tab. There's a bunch of songs in here. Need to learn. So the stack of books, this is about half the guitar books that I have. I have an obsession with buying books, especially books that I haven't fully read yet. Especially a lot of unread books. Yeah. So it's been 458 days in. I'm having a lot of fun. Somebody at the last open mics, obviously I was nervous and I'm not really great compared to all the musicians that were there. I'm very much of a noob. But somebody told me tonight or today at work that was at the open mic and said they heard a couple people saying that I was obviously nervous, but they saw a lot of potential. Not a lot of potential, but I had potential to become somewhat better. So I'll leave it at that. 15 months worth of dedicated work playing guitar. I'm having a lot of fun. And yeah. So I just keep at it. I mean, it's taken me a long time to get to being able to play a basic song well enough in front of a bunch of people. And then so I've got that under my belt, and the two things. So when I first started out, I'll wrap this up quick. So when I first started out, I wanted to be able to play. I wanted to play "Sunny's Dream." That was a song I wanted to be able to play. A recognizable song. I wanted to play "Sunny's Dream," and I wanted to be able to play in front of my family. So I've done all that and more. So my initial goals for playing guitar have already hit. Now what? Do I stop? No. I'm in it 15 months, 458 days in. I don't see me stopping anytime soon. So really, the question is, where does this all go? How far do I take it? When do I stop? I don't know. I gotta see it all the way through. I don't know when it's gonna stop, and if it ever will. Maybe when I'm dead. I don't know, but yeah. So I kind of want to work on the singing bit of it. I want to be able. So I really enjoy sharing music with other people. And it's really like it's a social thing more than anything. It's a way to get to express yourself to other people. So I honestly don't see me stopping. If anything else, I'm going to put more effort into it. Yeah, so we'll end it there. Let's play it out. What are we going to play? Let's do... Anyway, drum out. See you next time. So 458 days in, a little over 15 months. Can play a couple songs, played open mic night, played in front of my family. Still not great guitarist. Mediocre at best. Average. Pretty shit. Depends how you look at it. But I'm having a lot of fun. Say what you want, but I'm having a lot of fun and I put a lot of effort into it and I enjoy what I'm doing. Hopefully one day somebody else will enjoy it as well. Alright, till next time, drum out.